In general, we're celebrating our 99th season at Shades Valley. It's a long time, 99 seasons. I'm going to go ahead and celebrate the 99th. Might not be around for the 100th. So we're going to celebrate the 99th while I'm here. That's quite an accomplishment. A lot of schools can't say that. We had a great off season, very good off season, very good spring, very good summer. Okay? This spring we were able to get by Mountain Brook 12-7. Had a very great defensive game. They scored with about a minute something left in the game. We had held them scoreless until that point. Participated in 3 7-on-7s this summer. One of them we won, and the other two we were in the semis. And I think we had an overall record of 15-5 in that, which doesn't really mean anything. It's just shorts football. But it was fun to do. This is the best all-around team that we've had since I've been there. And I mean that by offense, defense, attitude, buying into what we do, leadership. This is a great senior class. It's one of the best senior classes I've ever been around. They're very close. They're very close with their underclassmen, and they're very good leaders. We have a team GPA of 3.1, which I think is worth mentioning. That's what we go to school for. So they've done a good job with that. We've actually had that 2 years running now. It wasn't close to that when I got there. I won't say what it was, but it wasn't close to that. We have 9 guys at this point that have an offer of some kind. And that's anywhere from D3 all the way up to Power 5 schools. So, and that's by far the most that we've had since I've been there. Bo here has the most. They're on there if you're interested in who it is. I'm sure you'll ask him. Marlon Sewell, who is a junior safety for us, has a couple of Power 5s with Duke and Maryland and several others. He's a DB. We got 8 starters returning, 10 that have significant experience defensively. We really think we're going to be pretty salty defensively. We're very fast. We got the tallest secondary. I've coached secondary in some form really about 35 years. And this is the tallest secondary that I've ever seen, I've ever been associated with. One of our corners is 6 feet tall. The other is 6'3". We got a safety that's 6'4" and a safety that's 6'2". It'd be hard to find that at other places, and they're all very athletic. And I'm pretty sure they're all basketball players. Maybe one of them's not, but they're all very athletic, very fast kids, and they're of course hold some of those offers. Our linebackers are very athletic, big kids. They all have great experience. They've all played a lot. Bo has, had the most experience for 4 years. Our front is the most athletic front we've ever had. Defensively, I could tell you what we run defensively, all 11 that start, and you wouldn't believe me, so I'm not going to say it. They have a great understanding of our scheme and what we're trying to do and what they're supposed to do defensively. We've gotten to a point, which we've been at other places I've been, but we've got to a point now where our kids coach each other. Okay, and that's a huge advantage when you have that. And they're telling them the right things. They're coaching them positive. Okay, they're not worried about, if I coach this guy, I'm going to get beat. They're worried about our team and trying to make our team better. Offensively, we have the 6 starters back, 9 that have playing time. We got so much guys that have playing time because we had so many injuries last year. So, it was hard for me to know how many starters we had back because different people started every week. We hit the middle of the year last year against Vestavia. We had 8 starters out. We played Clay with 10 out and Oxford with 10 out. And they're not very forgiving when you have that many people out. They're not very nice about it. So that kind of played into us having people back. We've got several playmakers back offensively, quarterback, running back. We expect big things out of them. Receivers, we got 3 of our top 4 back. Got a big offensive lineman that'll get big offers, I think, coming pretty soon. All our specialty people are back. I didn't put it on there. I know I gave you probably more than you want.
You sound really upbeat about this group despite coming back from
2-8. Yeah, go ahead and say it.
So, I know you just went through a bunch of things, but when you think of the 1 or 2 or 3 things, why are you so upbeat?
I like their attitude. Okay, our leadership. Okay, attitude and leadership, and our closeness as a team, our bond as a team. Okay, I believe in high school football more so than probably any other level. you have to have that camaraderie and that love for each other, okay, to be able to battle through and do the things that you need in high school football. And the thing I tell these guys a lot, it doesn't matter how far you play. You can go all the way to the NFL, but really what you're going to remember the most is your high school team. That your high school teammates, because if you get in the NFL, your teammates change all the time. If you get in college, the nature of the game now, they're changing all the time. They're moving and going. So high school is the ones you grew up with, and that's the ones you remember. So answer your question, athleticism, we're long as everything, they make me look really, really short, which I am, but even more. We're very long, athletic, and we have great leadership and that family love atmosphere. Those are your three things.
Coach, and for the players, social media has been a big thing, big game changer in the last couple of years. We'll start with the players yourselves. What do you guys use social media for?
Just as a platform to get out there, like post all our videos, like whether it be 7-on-7 or workout videos, like anything.
It's the same thing he said. Just post your highlights from past games of past season or mid-season highlights.
Do you guys use it to scout other teams that you're coming up against?
Yes.
See what they got. Coach, how's that changed your coaching style?
Well,
your approach.
It has changed our approach because what I try to do is that's what they do. I mean, they're going to look at that, and they're always on their phone. And other kids, so we try to use it in a positive way to get our message out. Okay, I want to use it to get the message out to my own kids, but I want to get the message out to our community and the people we play. Okay, we talk to these guys all the time about don't put anything on social media that you'll regret, or don't bait people or say anything that's going to get somebody upset. We talk about that, but it's what it is. It's today's communication. So we're going to use it as that. We're using it as a communication tool. I don't scout off of social media. I mean, we don't have the need to do that.
But what is recruiting like for you right now?
I'm just enjoying the process right now. I'm just looking at all the places of my family. I'm just hoping for more.
Have you made any visits?
Yes, sir. I went to Mercer last week. Mm-hmm. I really enjoyed it.
That's the one that you made?
Yes, sir. Most of them have been camps.
Okay. Where'd you camp this summer?
I went to Chattanooga, Tennessee Tech, Wake Forest, and I can't remember.
Are there one
Sanford UAB.
Are there one or two or three schools recruiting you the hardest right now?
Not everybody recruiting the same.
Okay. And I'm assuming everybody's recruiting you as a linebacker?
Yes, or a bandit, come off the edge. Mm-hmm. Yes, sir.
And I'm not asking you to totally give away your game plan, but how will you guys use him, and might you use him differently than you did last year?
We actually, if you look at our spring game, he made several plays off the edge. Okay, some people call it defensive end, we call it outside linebacker. But we play him and Sam Howard, which is one of our other linebackers. They play both inside and outside off the edge there. And then we have another kid, Dale Creer, that's really fast that we play on the other side. I really think that they're going to cause some people some problems. They're really athletic and really fast.
Coach, you gave us a lot of information in the beginning. Tell us about your kicking game, your receiving game, your kick return, your field goal kicker, your playmaker.
Our field goal, we use two different kickers. We use a sophomore kicker that kicks off for us, Wilman Guerrero. He kicks off, okay, and he's a little bit longer kick, but he's not quite as accurate yet, but he's going to be a really good field goal kicker too. And then he kicks the long field goals, and we have Braxton Smith who kicks the extra point short field goals for us. Okay, they're very good. Our snapper's back, Sam Howard.
What about your kick return, punt return?
Our return, Jordan Pearson, who's a sophomore, is going to be our punt returner. And then, to be honest with you, we got several choices for kickoff returns, and I haven't nailed it down yet exactly who is going to be back there.
Isaac, how's life different for you now than it was at this time last year? This time last year, I think you were playing receiver. What's it like going in this year knowing you're going to be the starting quarterback?
It's a lot better, you know the plays better, the schemes, know what you're going to do upcoming when game time starts. you know the game plan.
And David, what have you, every player develops, that's just
Right.
the way life works, but what are the biggest things that you guys have seen from Isaac?
I think with Isaac, the biggest thing with Isaac is his confidence and his abilities to play quarterback. We always believed Isaac could be a really good quarterback for us, but I'm not sure that Isaac always believed. I know he did. So his desire, because of that, wasn't there to play quarterback at the first of last year. So he actually started at corner for us in our opening game, maybe our first two games, because he's an athlete. But we basically called him in after the second game and told him he didn't have a choice anymore. That, he was going to play quarterback. And he's embraced it. I'm sure y'all remember Dez from a couple of years ago. I was telling Dennis out there a while ago. Isaac, actually, if Dez and Isaac raced, Isaac's faster than Dez, straight away faster. If Isaac and Dez threw a ball at the same time in their career, he throws the ball better than Dez. So if that tells you what I think about Isaac. And I love Dez. He's a great player, great leader. I think he's got a chance to push Dez's numbers. I really do.
What was that like when Coach called you in and said, hey, you don't have any choice anymore, you're going to be a quarterback?
I mean, you just gotta do whatever I had to do to help the team. That's what
Were you surprised?
Not at all.
Will
you guys play that first week, or do you not play until the
We
third?
get to play Clay Central in a Jamboree game. So I must be the world's worst scheduler. So we picked up Clay Central last year as a Jamboree game. They won the 5A state championship. And then we play JO next, and then we get to play who went 10-0, and then we get to play Pinson Valley the next week. So, and then I pick up Vestavia and Spain Park. So it's when we get to the playoffs, we will be tested and we will be good and ready to go. But I would lie to you if I said, would I like to find a team that, I say, okay, we could beat this team and pick them up? Sure, I called all of them, and they didn't talk very nicely, too. So it was cuss word no almost every time I called them. So we play who we got to play. So it's a compliment, really, and it has to do with what I talked to you, the Shades Valley tradition, and people know that we have athletes. But it's who it is. Yeah. I'm up for the challenge. I'm really excited. I think, Josh, you said you could tell. I'm really excited about this group. I'm really excited. I think we'll be in the thick of it. I'm not guaranteeing we'll win our region or whatever. I know if we win our region, we got a chance to win a lot of games. But I think we'll be in the thick of it. Because we're better. Some of you know my coaching history. I mean, I'm a defensive guy, and this is the first defense since I've been at Shades Valley that we put on the field that I felt really, really confident in. I wouldn't want to be trying to go against us. So, we got lots and lots of speed over there, lots and lots of good players.